to the video, we're going to be plucking some lavender. I already have a little jar right here. Smells great. This was going to get thrown away, but thankfully I saved it before that happened. I love collecting dried herbs and actually using them. I usually use them for tea. I've also made salves before, but mostly all the herbs that I dry and collect I just use for tea. So let's get into it. Okay. Taking the wrapping off was a bit too loud. But we're just gonna kind of wing how to do this. The lavender I have that's already in this little jar, I didn't harvest myself. So I've never actually gone about harvesting lavender once it's been dried. I think what works best, from what I've seen, is just kind of pinch and wiggle and then they kind of just fall off, because what we're trying to get is these little tiny purple kind of like spuds. I guess it's spuds, not the potato but just like, I guess they are, no, buds, there you go. So that's what we're trying to get. I most likely won't get through all of this tonight. It's a bit monotonous. But then we're going to probably put the stems in the fireplace, most likely. Because I feel like they still retain some of the scent. Honestly, might just like might just let them fall into my desk and then sweep them up later, because I don't think this is gonna hold all of these, but we'll see. I've been having to make more tea recently. Some of my family members have been getting sick. So I've been having to throw together tea for them to help with sore throats, coughs, things like that. I really like the process of making like a blend of tea. There's probably like recipes I could follow, but I kind of just do whatever I think would work. Most times anyway. lavender can help with headaches. Can also help ease anxiety in people and in dogs, I'm pretty sure. Probably other animals too. But I was looking up ways to help my dog feel less anxious, since she was also just kind of sick. And I saw that lavender can help ease anxiety in dogs, which I thought was pretty cool. It's kind of like a universal herb, though I don't know if it's classified as an herb necessarily. It definitely is like a flower, so I don't know. There's something really nice about repetitively doing something like this. Kind of being able to actually feel nature under your fingers, under my fingertips. It makes me feel old in a really good way. Also sort of connected to whatever I might be harvesting. I'm thankful that things like this exist. So it looks like this is tied together. I'm not sure where this even came from. It was in our house, but I don't know who brought it here. Let's see. It's actually in a nice bow. Yes. Okay. This will be good for tying things together. What I'll usually do is I have spare like scraps of paper, like tissue paper actually works really well. And anything that I dry that I kind of just want to keep in smaller increments just to like be able to grab and pull together. And I have a mortar and pestle. That actually sounds really nice. Just so they're easier to grab, throw in here, and make whatever I want to make. I'll usually use that tissue paper and then I'll just tie it together with these strings. I'll fold it up with the plants inside. So this will be nice for that. Usually just tuck things away in my drawers and then I remember that they're there. It's object permanence. Okay. This one almost seems actually more, the color seems more vibrant, which is interesting. I wonder if, because the one in here doesn't seem as vibrant. I don't know if you can really tell that on camera or not, but I wonder if having it sealed in a jar maybe lessened its potency, or maybe, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure that out because I noticed that earlier when I was setting everything up and I was like, oh, that's really weird. But they smell the same and I don't know. See all this? It's just right up here. Boop, 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 boop. There's probably so much dog hair, but no, there's not. There definitely won't be. That's okay. Little dog hair never hurt anybody. Unless some people are allergic to dogs, so maybe a little bit actually. My room's gonna smell so delicious after this. Dun, 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 dun. I've been burning this candle. I think I had it burning in the last video. But it literally, it's good because it helps keep my room just like marginally warmer, which is appreciated, and it just kind of brings a light to the room. But it definitely smells like, I think it's called Abercrombie and Finch, just like that kind of store. That's what it smells like. And it's not a horrible smell. Like when I'm in the room, I can't really actually tell it's there, but when I leave and then come back, it's like, oh my gosh, it smells so intense. I've never grown lavender myself. I'm not very great at growing plants, unfortunately, or more so like keeping them alive. I have I think it's called an African violet, an African purple violet or something, and it's lasted, I can literally see it, it's right over there, but it's lasted pretty long. So far. It is one of those types of plants that doesn't need much maintenance. Just watering every once in a while. But it has lasted pretty long, and I'm pretty proud of that. I also have a cactus that definitely is dead, but kind of passes as alive because it's a cactus, so it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. And then I have another one. Oh, a money plant. And that one, I kind of did, I killed that one, which I feel sad about. Because it kind of was doing well for a little bit, but then I don't really know what happened. The temperatures and everything have been changing and kind of have been fluctuating irregularly. So maybe that has something to do with it, or the fact that I'm just not I'm not green-thumbed. Anyway, I'm really good at killing plants, like drying them out, as you can see. You know, I just need somebody in my life that's like good at growing things so that I can end them like this. I've been practicing some French for a project that I'm working on. And there's a lot of interesting rules in French. There's like so many little nuances and things. So it's going to be kind of interesting to try and remember all that, but I hope I'll be able to sort of gather every like specific thing I actually need for this particular project. But I like studying language, even if I don't completely always understand, just listening to, like, you know, different people speak in different languages. I just like it. All the different sounds. And listening to music that's, you know, because my first language is English, but just like listening to different music with different sound and different language. I think it's something that connects us all, but also is distinctly different from place to place. I like it. I think we'll just go until maybe like this is somewhat full. I mean, I'm gonna do this in my own time because I don't want this just sitting around anymore and like shedding and not being used. But maybe we'll just go until we hit this line right here. There's a little line where the lid screws on. I wish you guys could smell this. I mean, I feel like majority of people probably know what lavender smells like. Not everybody, but it smells shit delicious. How would I even describe the smell of lavender? It's definitely a sort of oily. It definitely feels oily. Lavender is one of those plants that definitely carries like an oil. I don't feel like all plants are like that. I'd also say it's maybe a bit acidic in a way. It reminds me slightly of bergamot, which is one of the main things you smell in Earl Grey tea. It's in Earl Grey tea. Which I really like that smell. I like Earl Grey tea a lot. But I'd say it's almost sort of, it is florally, but like not sweet. It's like very sharp, kind of tangy. It's not really acidic, but it's kind of the word that keeps coming to mind. I think, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the soil you need to sort of like cultivate it and grow it does need to be a bit more acidic, on the acidic side. Could be wrong, but I feel like I remember that somewhere. I have some like herbology or herb books. In those books, I don't know if I've done a video with them before, but they're gifts from other people, and I'll sometimes just pick them up. I'm not really someone to like sit down and like go in and like study like a book, but sometimes I'll pick them up and sort of like peruse them if I'm just chilling, listening to music, or I'm waiting on something else. I feel like most things I have to do casually, or I just kind of feel like it's like I can't. If I lock in, then it's like, it's like work. I don't know. Anyway. I guess that's sort of contradictory, since that's sort of what I'm doing now. But I think it's because it's a repetitive action, not necessarily me taking in a bunch of information. It's kind of like going for a walk a little bit. It's sort of more like wandering rather than locking in to anything, really. But yeah, maybe I will grow lavender one day, but for now I'll just chill with drying whatever I can find. Using it for tea. Like, I'm pretty sure, are we at that line? Is that the line I was talking about? Guys, I don't remember. Well, we might as well just go up to this one then. And then we'll call it quits. I think I might be ambidextrous. I just realized I switched hands because I think I was right, or was I using this one the whole time? I don't remember. Could also do the rest of this on live, maybe. Something to sit down and just, I don't know. Could do that. The fact that most of this is just falling off by itself anyway kind of tells me that it definitely was ready to be plucked off. Sometimes I think it would be kind of fun to open like an apothecary or something like that. I just like sell herbs. I think that'd be so fun. But I don't know. I don't really know if I would ever want to be like a shop owner, because there's just so much like responsibility that comes along with that. Like in the physical world, you're responsible for property and whatnot. But I don't know. It'd be kind of fun. I just feel like I would want to create like a it would be like a whole environment. Like, and it would just, I don't know, make me happy to be there. Probably a few more. Should call these stalks. It kind of gives stock energy, guys. A few more stalks of this, and then it'll probably be good. These end parts. Oh, this is like. Oh, wow, this is like all one thing. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. I'm making better mess of these. But look, this is all one thing. It was all one plant. They're all connected. Maybe I'll hang this somewhere actually. Instead of separating them. Let's just set it over here for now. The other herbs that I like to use, I like sage a lot. In tea, it's like very clarifying feeling to me. When I drink it, it's a little bitter. I don't know, there's something about like raw herbs that are just like very grounding to me. So drinking them just makes me feel very connected to like the earth and the world. I like sage, very clarifying. I also feel like sage does kind of have a similar like oily, I don't know how to describe it. Sage, when you when you pick it like actually off the plant, it's sort of sticky in a weird way. It's like got this residue on the actual leaf, and it lingers, and I feel like that's where the smell is really. Very similar to the way lavender is, I think. Well, we've pretty much filled this entire thing up, which I'm happy about. I think that's what we'll leave it off. Maybe I'll just do a part 2 where I do all of it, or I'll do this on a live. But yeah, for now, that's where we'll stop. I hope everyone found this relaxing, and I will see you next Thursday. Okay, now that we've made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. I just wanted to call out some links I have down below for Congo. They are all @s that you can follow, accounts that have updates from different parts of Congo that you can follow. They have resources. I'm going to highlight one specifically that I looked at. It's for the Panzi Hospital. And on that particular account, if you go to their link tree, they have a place where you can donate and learn more about what they're all about. So going to any of those accounts, following, sharing any of their content helps keep you informed and other people as well, and spreads more awareness. And thank you to anyone who follows, shares, just spreads awareness in general, and people who donate also to any cause that can help people in Congo right now. And I will still have all of the links for Palestine as well down in the description. Those will be permanent until a ceasefire is reached. So yeah, I think that's it. So again, follow those accounts, follow those @s, and I will see you next Thursday.